On November 1st, Give, a year-end philanthropic initiative, kicked off another campaign to encourage everyone in the Pikes Peak region to give back and get involved with local nonprofits. Over the last 5 years, Give has channeled $3.4 million directly to 113 local nonprofits while giving them access to matching grants, media exposure, and dozens of hands-on training opportunities from local and regional experts. It is a project of the Colorado Springs Independent Alternative News Weekly and is conducted under the fiscal sponsorship of the Pikes Peak Community Foundation. For the next several weeks, the KCME Culture Zone will talk to some of the local nonprofit artistic organizations that have been recipients of this year's Give campaign. This week, KCME weekend host Robert Bruce talks to Jessica Russ Menovich, director of the Dance and Education team at the Zone-Ormao Dance Company.
I'm Robert Bruce, and I am speaking with Jessica Russ Metovich, who is the director of Dance in Education team, which hosts the Mathtastics program at Zone-Ormao Dance Company.
That's right.
Welcome. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
And Zone-Ormao Dance Company is one of the many arts groups that has been chosen as a fundraiser for the Indy Give campaign.
Absolutely.
So let's start with, what is the Zone-Ormao Dance Company? How long have you been around? What is your mission statement? And what exactly do you do? Dance in Education.
Very good. So our mission statement is threefold. We have three little bullet points that we like to point out when we're talking about our mission statement: to provoke, challenge, and entertain those in our community and beyond through the creative language of dance. That's number one.
Number one.
To encourage diversity and experimentation in the arts. Number two.
All right.
To enrich and enhance cultural opportunities within Southern Colorado's communities and schools by spearheading initiatives that bring dance to the public and programs that educate people of all ages.
That covers a lot of ground, those three.
It really does.
So you do a lot.
We do a lot. Yeah, we're a very organic studio that really just tries to nurture the community and everybody who is involved, not only within the studio itself, but as far as we can get out. I mean, dance is an amazing healing source, and we really just want everybody to be able to experience its beauty, its touch, and its absolute amazingness.
Great. Wow. That's terrific.
We have three factions to our school. It's actually Zone-Ormao Dance School is the school, Zone-Ormao Dance Company is the professional company, and our Dance and Education team, which hosts Mathtastics, is our education, which reaches out to schools and things.
The outreach portion.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And you are the director of the
Dance and Education team,
which hosts the Mathtastics. Tell us a little bit about Mathtastics, where that came from, what it does, and how it works.
Absolutely. I know it's a little bit...
well, we were talking before a little bit, and it's math and dance,
yes.
Two things that just don't compute with me, so...
Absolutely. It was originally founded by a gentleman named Carl Schaefer, who is a professional dancer and a mathematician, both at the same time. And so he said to himself, why not combine the two and educate people about dance and math at the same time, which isn't something that you get very often.
No, I would imagine.
So we do a program called Mathtastics. It's about a half an hour. We perform within elementary schools, at festivals, and libraries. We try to just get out into the community and go ahead and show the children that we can perform math and dance, and they can perform math and dance, and you don't have to just learn dance and math. You don't have to learn math by looking at a book, so you can do it by movement. Who would have thought, right?
How you go about doing this?
Very good.
Are you a dancer?
I am a dancer. I am part of the professional dance company.
Right.
Yes, I absolutely am. And actually, all of the performers that we have on the Dance and Education team are part of the dance company. We take everyday props that you can find at home, strings, straws, pipes, your hands.
Things the kids use.
Exactly. Things that are accessible and not out of reach for children. And we go up on stage and we show them how to make geometrical shapes and shapes out of tangrams and, various rhythm, because rhythm is math as well,
right,
and pattern. And so
Uh-huh.
it's a fun, interesting program for the children. They really enjoy it.
Wow, that's fascinating. All right, so a little bit about the Ormao Dance Company. It's an intriguing name. Is it named for somebody?
Yes, actually, Ormao is a Greek term signifying movement with force and reflects the diversity of our company's dance repertoire.
Aha, all right. And how long have you been around?
We've been around for 20 plus years, approximately 22, on our way to 23.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. Jan Johnson is the director and founder of Ormao Dance.
Okay. You've been around over 20 years then. And so how long has Ormao been associated with the Indy Give campaign? Is this
We
the
have
first
done
time, or you've
This
done-
is not the first time. We were
You've been
not
around for a while, so there have been a number of times.
Yes. There were a couple of times when we were not a part of the program. Our application didn't go through. However, this year we were blessed enough to become part of the program again. It's an incredible fundraising campaign, and we are honored that they asked us to be a part of it.
And you're listed on the IndyGive website now under Inspired Learning because you're, I guess, ultimately an educational dance performance company.
Yes, absolutely. Besides the education that we do within our studio in the classroom, we also do as much outreach as we possibly can within the community and try to include as many programs within the community combined with ours. We love to do collaborations, and inspiring education, of course, obviously points at mathtastics. It's very inspiring to go into an elementary school and dance and clap and show children how mirroring is the same thing as math, some forms of math. And it's very inspiring to the children to be able to see math outside of a textbook and watch it on stage with props that they can find at their house. And they discover a new, innovative, and inspiring way to look at math.
I think I needed that when I was growing up because
I did
numbers
too.
can get awfully boring after a while, unless you're a mathematician. I understand.
Absolutely. I'm a very, very visual learner myself, and if
right.
I had mathtastics in front of me when I was in elementary school, I would have thought completely different about math.
I might have too.
You're listening to a special interview on the KCME Culture Zone with Robert Bruce, KCME weekend host, talking to Jessica Russ Medovich, director of the Dance and Education team at the Ormao Dance Company, about their mission, upcoming events, and their participation in this year's Indy Give campaign. Give is the Colorado Springs Independent's year-end citywide multimedia campaign designed to generate funds, volunteers, and applause for nonprofit organizations in the Pikes Peak region. For more information on the Give campaign and how you may participate, log on to indygive.com. Next week in our series of talks for the Give campaign, I'll be speaking to Daisy McConnell, director of GOCA, the Galleries of Contemporary Art at UCCS. I'll see you then.